So, all right, let's get to this topic. Jerry Jones. This hurts because I salute Jerry Jones. I like Jerry Jones. Every time I'm around Jerry Jones, it's love. Jerry Jones, cool. I love the fact that he has won 3 championships, like the fact that he's in the Hall of Fame. And I almost stabbed myself in the eye. I hate the fact that people clown him. I'm like, fool, name another franchise in the last 30 years that won 3 championships. Go ahead. Say Patriots. Go ahead. Broncos. Go ahead. I think it get quiet. Don't it? 30 years? Who else won 3? Kansas City. Duh. I'll wait. So shut up. Stop trying to diss Jerry Jones, especially when he gave me all that money for nothing. I love that dude. Let me stop. But that's what Mike Greenberg is going at. Mike Greenberg's talking about Jerry Jones saying he's cheap. What? I can't believe that. Play that. Ain't no way.
So look,
cheap?
I want to start by saying I have a lot of respect for Jerry Jones. He's a brilliant businessman. He has been very significant in the unimaginable growth in marketing and popularity of the National Football League since he has been a part of it. And he is one of the very few owners who are enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and he deserves to be. He bought the Dallas Cowboys in 1989 for $140 million. They're now worth, as we saw yesterday, over $10 billion. Which renders what I'm about to say hard to understand, but it is true. They are cheap. They are a cheap franchise. Their cash spending every single season, look this up, text my boy Hembo and have him send you the numbers. Every year, their total cash outlay in players is the lowest in the NFL. It was the lowest last year, the lowest this year, and projects to be the lowest next year. They don't spend money. Jerry gets into these poker games by trying not to spend money on players, and he loses every single time. He desperately needs a different game. He needs to try gin rummy or some other card game because he's not good at poker. It goes all the way back to Emmitt Smith. He got his clock cleaned in that negotiation. It goes back to him chasing Zeke Elliott down to Cabo. It goes back to the way he has mishandled Dak into Dak becoming, at some point soon, the richest football player that ever walked the face of planet Earth. He should have signed C.D. Lamb a year ago at this time, and he could have signed him for $25 million a year. Instead, now he's not going to get him for $35 million a year. He mishandles these situations regularly. And so those are just facts. I don't say them disrespectfully because he is someone I have a lot of respect for. But those are all facts.
Yeah, those are all facts, so no pushback from that. But facts, like they say, the truth, it's not just in one lane. Like it's multi-layered, even though it's the truth. You ever have that? Like I can tell the truth about something, but it doesn't fill in exactly all things that should be considered, all things that occurred, right? So you ever told like just a piece of the truth? All what you said was true, but you know damn well it was way more than that going on. I'm going to push back on this. I know Deion got his money when he went to the Cowboys, right? He restructured the deal and gave Deion all this cash, if I remember correctly, because the NFL at the time had the salary cap, just introducing it and, you know, Plan B free agency, and they didn't know how they could get Deion, and Jerry Jones figured that out. Then with Emmett, there is a misstep, but he ends up giving Emmett his opportunity. Then there's a Dak, and you're saying, oh, why should Dak be the highest paid player? You mishandled that. Nah. If y'all look back at all the times the highest paid player wasn't exactly the best player, but damn good. And Dak's damn good. Drew Bledsoe was the first $100 million quarterback. There was Dan Marino. There was John Elway, who just won 2 championships right before he got that, even though he retired. They ain't get there. Mishandled, tough. There's so many great quarterbacks, but Drew Bledsoe got that money. And you look, Kirk Cousins for 4 years was the highest paid quarterback. So I don't like when we just like assume and lazily say, highest paid, best player. That ain't high. LeBron, best player for what, 2 decades, whatever you want to say. He ain't the highest paid. So I don't like that. This is, what I'm speaking is facts, right? It's a fact that Jason Tatum ain't the best player in the NBA, but he is. Jaylen Brown ain't the second best player in the NBA, but it's Jokic, right? He ain't the highest paid. Anyway, whatever you want to say. I'm pushing back that I think Jerry Jones suffers from this. Because everybody always asks me that. I don't play for 4 teams. Y'all see on 5 if you count Columbia. You know what I'm saying? 6 if you count Inglewood football. They don't want none of the big green machine. Point being, people always ask me about Jerry Jones. Of all the teams I played for, Cowboys, Jerry Jones. And I say this. If you want to point at him and say, what is he doing wrong? I think he suffers from, I bought these Cowboys. It wasn't a ton of money compared to now. We're valued at $10 billion. I got it for 140, whatever. And everybody always come up to me wanting money, thinking you come to the Cowboys, you about to cash in. And I had early success. Think about it. You buy something, it blows up, and not only does it blow up in value, it blows up on the field, and y'all out there eating. Jerry Jones won 3 championships in his first 4 years of ownership or something, right? And you just think you got that thing figured out. I got it made. And then everybody telling you how to do it. And that's why he got rid of Jimmy Johnson. No, you listening to me too. No, Jimmy's like, no, I got this. He's like, no, I got this. Okay, I still got one without you. So I do got this. And he ain't got it since. I think Jerry Jones suffers from just too much too early. They call it the curse of the gifted. Watch your kids. It's the same thing. Your kid, 7, 8, 9 years old, destroying people. And all of a sudden you wear that as an ego. Like, he going to pro. Look at him. I mean, look, you AAU out. He missing Thursday and Friday of school to travel everywhere. It's a marathon. You got to be full of adjustments. You got to always change it and flip it around. And that's why I think Jerry Jones suffers from. He had so much success early. He just locked in on that formula. And that formula is failing him right now because everything else has changed since then. Except Jerry Jones kind of. But I mean, I'm a Hall of Famer. I won 3 chips. I mean, I got the highest value franchise in the world. You want me to change or you need to change? Because I got the dollars to change your ass. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change. That's what Jerry Jones is saying to the NFL. Shut it. Let me know what y'all think. Beat it up in the comments. I love Jerry Jones. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. I told y'all that story. He gave me a $5,000 pen. I'll tell y'all another time. All right, y'all. That'll do it for today's episode of Never Shut Up. Have some fun. I'm about to go to yoga. Get up out of here. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. All right. Love y'all. I ain't going in them streets no more. I'm going to say one thing about these streets. In L.A. especially. Boy, it is easy to be single now. I just going to leave it. I am married. Lord. It is easy to be single. And if y'all single, enjoy it. Stay single. And like the mingle. Love y'all. Have a great day. I ain't saying no more. No more.
Days a lot faster. Oh, I'm so honored. I'm so inspired to be here, and thanks Shine Global for this award, to be recognized for doing the right thing, to be recognized for doing good things, and trying to inspire others for their own greatness. I'm just a kid from Compton who, at an early age, had to look inside to find my opportunities, because on the outside, there were so many whispers and sometimes yells of I couldn't make my dreams a reality. And thought that was very unfortunate, but I was thankful that I never internalized that chorus that was around me. I was a kid that understood that you had to be greater than your greatest excuse. And I had a lot of excuses. I had a lot of reasons to have self-doubt. But I was able to develop my inner power, discover that inner power, and make sure that I showed the world exactly who I wanted to be. And it was really simple for me. It was to make my dreams a reality. There was nothing more to it. And as I now stand here, just a few miles from where I grew up, where that adversity still is strong. And as we see through these movies, that it's worldwide, not just in our locale. You see the suffering, you see the gangs, you see the drugs, you see the poverty. And there's always one common escape. It's that inner power, it's that ambition. It's having a voice that's louder than those surrounding voices. And I'm on a mission, a global mission, to make sure that inner power inspires all to not only give, but to receive the blessings that come from giving. And I'm up here right now as a guy who's challenging everyone to give their 3 T's. That's time, that's talent, and that's treasure. Human capital, financial, whatever it may be. Let's invest in each other because we all have to coexist here together. And as I look around and I have a foundation that really inspires these kids to become their greatest version of themselves and to look in the mirror to make sure that they're greater than their greatest excuse. It gives me my greatest passion. I was a kid who wanted to be a school teacher, but because of my height, weight, and speed, I became a football player. So I took that helicopter ride up as high as I could, but as I was ascending, I never forgot that I was once one of those fork-in-the-road kids who was shot at many times, who had to navigate around adversity every single day, who had to waste so much of his brain power just trying to get home every day. And so many experiences that sometimes you become desensitized to. But in reality, that is someone else's reality. So I'm so thankful to stand in front of all of you guys as an example of the kids that we're trying to affect, the underserved, the underprivileged, those who are told that their hardships are greater than who they are. But hopefully we can inspire them all to look inward, because everything they want out there is already in here. Appreciate you guys.